We have so many people stopping in the left lane to turn left. They're sitting there for quite a while. People get backed up behind them, then they get frustrated.
You do have the people that cut you off, turn over right in time, or even if you're in the right lane and somebody else stops to turn left, they'll pop over in front of you.
It's a white knuckle, tighten your grip on the steering wheel road. It's so tight.
During the busy hours, it's pretty horrendous, honestly.
The US 31W bypass in Bowling Green is a busy commercial corridor with an average daily traffic volume of more than 18,000 vehicles. Its current design of 4 narrow lanes presents several challenges for motorists.
This area is a real mix of residential, business, medical, so you have everything from semis trying to travel these narrow lanes to just families like me. So it is a very heavily traveled, busy part of town now.
The corridor was constructed in the 1940s as a 4-lane highway, but since that time there's dense development, a lot of entrances, businesses have sprung up, and that creates a lot of conflict with left-turning vehicles. And that conflict often results in a high crash experience.
The bypass has a crash rate that is nearly triple the statewide average for a 4-lane undivided highway in an urban setting. The most frequently occurring collisions are angle and rear-end crashes. A 2020 traffic analysis determined that a roadway reconfiguration would improve safety and mobility on the bypass.
We're re-envisioning the bypass. So currently it's 4 lanes, 2 lanes in each direction. Our project will redesignate those lanes so that there's 1 lane in each direction and a center turn lane.
This project to convert the bypass from 4 lanes to 3 starts near University Drive, continues through Broadway and 10th Avenue, and ends at Lehman Avenue. A roadway reconfiguration is a good solution for congested areas when widening the road is impractical.
We can use the current footprint that's there and make improvement based on changing the striping and how the roadway functions.
A designated turning lane makes it easier to turn left and keeps through traffic moving. Motorists, bicyclists, and pedestrians will all feel more comfortable as the roadway reconfiguration creates more separation from the curb and utility poles.
Providing that extra buffer or shoulder or bike lane will push the motorist farther from the curb. It also helps protect vulnerable users like bicyclists who will have their own lane and pedestrians who won't have as many lanes to cross when they do cross the street.
This road project also includes improvements to a major intersection, Broadway and the bypass.
The Broadway and the bypass intersection is one of the most challenging intersections we have in the entire district. It's like a merry-go-round because when one side gets to go, the other 3 have to stop. This will allow us to have the opposite sides of the signal going at the same time.
Changing the signalization at the Broadway and bypass intersection will decrease the amount of time drivers sit at a red light. The intersection at 10th Avenue will also be reconfigured and will allow for left turns, which are currently prohibited. Roadway reconfigurations are not a new concept. They've been used for decades across the country and in communities all over Kentucky. In Bowling Green, a 4 to 3 lane conversion was completed on Gordon Avenue in 2016. This project comes at a time when Bowling Green is recovering from the devastating tornadoes. Reconfiguring the bypass is an opportunity to reimagine this corridor and the commercial district.
The bypass area specifically was really hammered by it, and a lot of those businesses are going to be rebuilt, they're going to change, it's going to look different.
The end result will be a safer corridor, the ability for left turners to be out of the way of the through-moving vehicles, create a safer corridor, reduce the number of severe crashes, and make it a more efficient corridor.
I'm hoping essentially to help us just function better, be safer, and make the bypass maybe more accessible to some of the newness that'll come after the storms.